Hi, I'm Dave with one adVANture at a time. We've been living full-time in our self-built van now for 4 years. 2 years ago, we installed a Webasto heater, and today we are going to be doing some maintenance on that heater. And we know it's time because it's no longer working. So let's go inside and take a look at what it's going to take to tackle this job.
We are Dave, Carrie, and Rudel. In 2018, we set out to explore one adVANture at a time. Join us as we continue our journey to find the best free camping.
This is great. I love it. We installed the Webasto 2000 STC gasoline version of the heaters, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. And we did a video that covers all the details that you need to know about this heater and had some experts from the Webasto technician department tell us and help us out with this video. So we'll leave that link for you to check out here. And after having this heater for 2 years, I think there's 2 valuable things that you need to know before you install this heater, and I wish I knew. So first of all, what heater that you choose, what model that you're going to pick out, because some of these heaters are made for higher elevation than others. We didn't know it, but we like to spend most of our time at high elevations above 5,000 feet. So we could have picked another heater that would have been able to suit us a lot better. The other thing that you need to know is where you're going to put the heater. So we had already done the build. We didn't have a lot of choices left, so we went with the traditional place of putting the heater right underneath the seat here, and it fits great and it works great. But when it comes to maintaining it, and that's what we're doing today, it's a lot of steps to get that heater. Now I've installed 2 of these Webastos already, and of course ours underneath the seat, and another one for a friend behind the seat. And the one behind the seat, super easy to install, cut the time in half of the install, and will also make it super simple to do maintenance on it, and something to consider before picking out a location where you're going to put that heater at. Now for us, what we're going to have to do to get to our heater to clean it is disconnect the battery, disconnect the airbags, remove this center piece that we put down here, and then we're going to have to remove the seat and the console, and then the heat shield underneath the van. So there's just, as you can see, there's a lot of steps to getting this done. It's going to be very time consuming. So I'm not a trained professional. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do this job, and there is a lot of safety concerns. First off, we have to disconnect the battery because it's connected to the airbags, and we don't want one of those airbags going off. And the airbag is underneath the seat. We have to completely remove that seat. The other thing is this heater is hooked up to the fuel tank, so you're going to be dealing with gasoline, some possible gasoline fumes, stuff that could potentially cause a lot of problems. So we're going to make sure that we have everything turned off where we don't have any open flames. And the first step is getting to the battery. Now the battery is right here. It's in front of the seat. I've did a complete video already that we can link, showing you how to remove the battery or disconnect the battery or anything that you want to do with your battery. So we're going to start that first and wait that 20 minutes and then go to the next step. Hi, Riddle Doodle.
You've been looking forward to this for a long time, huh, Dave?
No, I haven't.
I think we were thinking that and hoping that we wouldn't have to do any maintenance. Wishful thinking, huh, Dave?
Yep. Yeah, I didn't think, I thought it would last 5 years, you know.
5 years. Well, it lasted 2 years.
So the seat itself was pretty easy to remove. It's just these 2 18mm bolts right here, and then you tip it up. So here's the 2 bolts. You tip it up and then you slide it forward to get out. Now there was a bunch of wires for the airbags and everything else that I just tucked up here and put a zip tie to keep them out of the way from dragging down on the ground where they're going to get smashed or hurt. So we just simply tip the seat forward and slide it up, and then we'll be able to drag it out the slider door. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it? Can you grab the side?
Ready?
Yeah. Right here?
Yeah, right here. Got a little seat right here.
So this is what we're left with. We can now see the heater. Of course, the major cleaning. So this is all airbag stuff. This is all... Explain what this is, Dave.
That's just a switch to turn it on and off. Also, we have it rigged up to our vehicle battery and to our house battery, so we can use either source to run the heater.
And that's kind of unique to us. You probably won't see that in most. Is this the most dreaded part?
This is. So there's a heat shield underneath here, and I have to remove that, which is a challenge. Last time it took me over an hour just to remove the heat shield, but I've done this a couple times, so I'm hoping to make a new record on it. This is the exhaust right here, and the heat shield's helping keep that heat away from the vehicle itself. And it's a couple feet long. It's got several bolts, so I'll be loosening up these bolts and bending that, twisting that, because it goes all the way to the other side over here, to get it out, and that's what's the most challenging.
So you have a third piece of advice?
Don't go crazy with the silicone. It was really hard getting everything off the bottom, all the pipes and the nuts and everything holding it on there. And even with everything free, this is still going to be a challenge.
Got it.
Got the Webasto unit completely apart, and this is the main combustion chamber, and it's full of carbon. I mean, the inside of it is packed. I'm going to have to scrub all that out of there. It should look like brand new metal, but this is what it looks like right here. So that's all going to get cleaned up, and then we'll put it all back together, and we should have a working heater.
I hope. I hope.
And this is the burner right here, which is also a big mess, and this has got to be spick and span also. I got to completely clean this up. We watched a video on the Webasto website from their technician that showed how to take this apart and put new parts in it, basically do the maintenance phase that we just did, except for we could not buy this part. Right now it is back ordered. So we did our best to clean it up. We're putting it back together, and we're gonna hope it works for a while. Otherwise we're gonna be, meanwhile we are gonna order another replacement burner for this as soon as we can and hope for the best.
But it was actually pretty easy. This actual part here was easy.
Yeah, this step here was the easiest part yet. It was just our location in the van underneath the seat was not very convenient, and we overdid the silicone, so that made it more challenging. So it's time to put it back together and hope it works.
All right, Dave, we got it installed, everything back together. We haven't tested it yet.
Well, I don't care about testing it. We're jumping in the hot spring.
Before it's dark. The sun is setting right now.
We had to rush. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's awesome.
Roodle doodle.
Come on, Rudolph. We worked really hard, or Dave worked really hard on getting the Webasto fixed today. You can probably hear it running in the background. We're testing it, and it's working. So I got the door open and the heater on.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.